My role here is multifaceted. As well as being the curate at Moor Church, I live on a new housing estate, a brand new housing estate, and part of my role here was to enable the building of community here, to see if someone like myself in a new housing estate could encourage a community and a sense of belonging here. We have ceased in so many places where people don't know their own neighbours. This is a massively multicultural estate, as is the parish that it is within, but it's very multicultural and multi-faith, this estate. I also, as part of my role, am encouraging a new worshipping community. That's our intention here, is that out of everything or anything we do, that we may encourage a new worshipping community upon the estate that is connected to the parish church but is very different. The connections, it's interwoven with various connections, but it's not actually part of the parish church. We don't go to the church on a Sunday. We meet in very different ways. So the things that I do here can draw from strands of all those different aspects of my role. Now, like any community, things are not always straightforward. Things don't always go to plan. And we have been on the receiving end of some antisocial behaviour and some racism as well, which is really, really sad, but it is sadly a sign of the times. So we had an incident where somebody stole a bike off a drive, kids, and they took the bike to the playground and they basically destroyed it. And you can imagine the fallout from that was quite massive. Names weren't mentioned, but a lot of people knew who the young people actually were who'd done this. The family that had been on the receiving end of that antisocial behaviour were very shocked. They'd very, very recently moved in. So this was not a good picture that we were painting for them of this community. So I thought, right, I ought to pop in and see this family and just check they're okay and just try and emphasise that we're trying to do something different here. And I happened to mention it to two members of the community here who are not Christian, who are not of faith. I said to them, I'm going to go and visit this family just to sort of see that they're okay. And instantly both of them said, we'll come with you. And I thought, wow, this is interesting. So we organised a time and we just dropped in unannounced. We didn't plan to do much. We didn't plan to go in or anything, but just to say, look, we're really sorry about what's happened. If there's anything we can do, we're here to support you. The family were a Sikh family, and as is the Sikh tradition, we were invited in and we chatted and they told us their story. We gave them a space to be heard and to hear how upset they were about that. And we tried to reassure them about the joy of being in a neighbourhood that mostly looks out for each other. And of course they cooked food for us because that is culturally what they do. And I'm sat on the sofa with these two ladies, one either side of me from the estate, and I just thought, wow, I have my pastoral team here that has come from a completely unexpected place. And in fact, they would never describe themselves as that. They are not of faith, but this was my pastoral team for the community here. And when we'd left with new friends, which was wonderful, we got to know the family an awful lot better. I contacted our new worshipping community, which is called Food and Faith, and I said, look, I've been to visit this family. This bike was essential for a girl that they were housing for free, who is a student at the university, and they'd got the bike for her. It was just a second-hand bike, but it enabled her to get to the university, and now she was having to walk. She didn't have enough finance to be able to catch the bus every day up to the university. And I thought, wow, this family are doing so much for other people, and this is how they've been treated. So I said to Food and Faith, I said, look guys, it'd be really wonderful if we were able to bless this family and replace that bike. So I said, if you feel able, if you would like, stick in an envelope through my door with some money in if you can, and I will deliver anonymously whatever we collect. So over the next few days, envelopes kept coming through my door, and we had about £60. So I popped it in an envelope with a Bible verse card which said, some of your Christian neighbours would love to bless you, and we hope that this money will go towards replacing the bike that was damaged. Know that we love having you as part of our community, and we are praying for you. And popped it through the door. Luckily, this family didn't have a ring doorbell, which has caught me out before when I've tried to do something anonymous. So I was able to pop it through the door. And, you know, he knew which of his neighbours around had probably done this. But he put a lovely thing on the community WhatsApp group saying, just to thank my Christian neighbours who have blessed us with a gift towards the bicycle. It's restored our faith in the local community. So what a wonderful thing to come out of something that actually was just really unnecessary and really sad, and not something that we really want to see on this estate. But it is part of life and part of living in community, that there are things that go on that are more challenging and that we prefer not to see. But it's how we engage with that and react to that, and how we can use that to shine a light and to just love people. Love your neighbour. That's all we're asked to do.